Welcome to Secret Story, another true tale from my youth. I am lucky enough to have an uncle, my mother's brother Bob, who is only 10 years older than me. We grew up more as brothers than uncles and nephews, and we had a great relationship. When I was in my early 20s, my uncle, Bob, divorced his first wife after only about 5 years of marriage. He soon met somebody named Sam, who was only 5 years my senior, incredibly, and stunning. I was still living in the family home at the time and saw a great deal of both Bob and Sam. Bob and I went to football every weekend while our team played at home. We always drank a lot and almost always came home very drunk. When we went to football, Sam spent the day shopping and doing girly stuff with my mother. After football, Sam and Bob always argued due to his drunken state and always ended up staying the night in the spare room at the family home. Sam always likes to dress really nice and always looks very. Sam has great legs and always wears short skirts to show them off. I regularly got caught trying to look up her skirt. As I got to know Sam better, she began to flirt with me, especially when Bob was drunk. She hoped he wouldn't notice, and I am sure he didn't. Sam teased me week in and week out, watching for my reaction. One night after football, Bob and I arrived home. Bob was very drunk, and I was not so. I knew I had to play the following morning. So I kept my drinking to a minimum. My parents were away on their holidays that weekend, so Sam stayed in and prepared us a meal. Bob was so drunk that he hardly ate a thing before crashing out on the sofa. Once again, he and Sam had argued due to his state, and she stormed off to the spare room. I watched a bit of TV before heading off to my room, leaving Bob passed out on the sofa. I went to the bathroom. I was in my own home, and everyone was sleeping. When I entered my room, lying on my bed was the Sam. Sam beckoned me over to the bed and told me to sit down beside her. I was the obedient servant and did as requested. "Wow, you are a big boy," Sam said. I was nervous and excited at the same time. I was fearless. We both came up for air. Sam grabbed her gown and went downstairs to check on Bob before returning. Sam confirmed that Bob was out for the night and rejoined me in bed. We cuddled and talked for hours about how she had planned this seduction for months. In the morning, we found Bob still sleeping off his hangover on the sofa. He remained there most of the day with a sore head. He was still nursing his head when I returned from playing football. I had to take a shower, and I was joined by Sam. I had forgotten to lock the door. She locked the door after her. Sam assured me Bob was still sleeping. Afterward, she ran off quickly, so we didn't get caught. A few weeks passed, and I didn't hear from Sam. Although I had called her, Bob always answered, so I had to talk football. Then my mother asked me to call Sam, as she needed to talk to me about an upcoming football match. That night our team had a midweek game, and Bob and I had arranged to go. I called Sam, and fortunately, she answered this time. Sam said, "Bob has arranged to meet up with his friends after football so that he will be out most of the night. After football, you can come to my house if you wish. That is if you want some more fun." I said, "I will be there." I left Bob at the end of the match. He went to the pub, and I went to his wife. When I arrived, I went to the rear of the house as arranged so as not to be spotted. I knocked, and Sam opened it almost straight away. Sam looked as if she had just gotten out of the shower. Her hair was wet. I joined Sam in the lounge, where we shared a bottle of wine. I was very nervous, and the situation did not feel right. I said, "What time do you expect Bob to be home?" Sam said, "Late. He will be very drunk, and in all honesty, he will probably stay at his friend's house." We were sitting on a sofa a couple of feet apart at this point when Sam said, "I need to dry my hair. Give me 5 minutes, then come up to my bedroom." Both heard keys being inserted and turned in the front door. Bob was home, and he called out Sam's name. He was drunk, very drunk. His speech was slurred and difficult to understand. Panic set in. Sam grabbed her robe, slipped her pants on, and ran. I grabbed my clothes, ran to the spare room, and waited. My breathing was deep and loud, and I was sure I would be caught. I listened intently and heard the bathroom door close and the sound of someone being sick. Sam whispered my name, and I came out of hiding. Sam ushered me downstairs and out of the back door with a longing kiss before we parted, and I headed home. Before I left, Sam said, "Bob is going to the away game this Saturday, he will be away all day." When Saturday arrived, I hovered around the phone, hoping to get a call letting me know the coast was clear. I knew from chatting with Bob during the week that he had a place on the bus for the away game but could not get me a ticket. He had an early start and would not get back until either late on Saturday or Sunday morning. Finally, the phone rang. It was Sam letting me know it was safe to go over to her house. I had a shower, was out of the house, and was on my way within 30 minutes. I entered by the back gate as it was prearranged, as none of the neighbors could see me enter that way. Sam answered the door. I thought we were going to sit in the kitchen and have coffee and a chat, but I was wrong. She took my hand and led me upstairs to the master bedroom. Sam decided to take me out for lunch at a little country pub away from prying eyes. She got dressed and wore a black leather miniskirt and white blouse. To finish off the outfit, she put on some white stilettos. We drove to the pub and had lunch, returning to her house 2 hours later. We went straight back to the bedroom. She said, "I have something I need to show you." 5 minutes later, she returned dressed as a nurse in an outfit. Sam just laughed and said, "From your reaction, you approve." When she had finally recovered, we kept this up for many months and came close to getting caught several times, but never did. Bob did suspect Sam was having an affair, but he had no idea it was with me.